Liz, 20 years to the day. In some ways, does 20 years seem like yesterday?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't believe 20 years has gone so quickly, and I think what I've done in 20 years and how different it would have been if I hadn't had the transplant. You know, 20 years, would I still be here? It's yeah, it's quite a landmark in a way.
What about the whole procedures of the transplant and actually applying for a transplant? What was it like 20 years ago?
I think it was very different to it is today. It's difficult to compare really because there's so many differences. Literally my parents approached a consultant and they asked, and cut a long story short, within 9 months Mum was okay to give me a kidney, but there was a lot of ins and outs to it. Today is very different. There are certain procedures, but the same things apply. People still need transplants and there aren't enough donors.
And in what ways would you say that in the 20 years your life has changed?
Well, I'm not stuck to a machine 3 times a week, which is great. I've got the energy and the life to enable me to go and have a normal life, you know, married, children, do my sport, do my career, try to just lead a normal life as much as possible, and there's nothing that I can give to my mum or say thank you enough for what she did. You know, 20 years ago today. It's quite amazing.
And things like the transplant games, and that must be great when you go there and you share it. I was about to say, do you share experiences, or you just go out and compete?
Oh no, the experience and the socialising I think is very close to the top priority of competing. I mean, we're all together and we've all been through the same things, and so there's no need to, don't have to explain your scars, medication, etc. Everyone knows you've had a transplant because that's why you're there. But it's also a time to reflect and think about the donor families. Is it time to think about the people, perhaps we've lost, who've had transplants but now they've died, or the people who have died waiting. But yeah, it's a great social experience, and then perhaps the more people who are aware about the games and know what we do, they'll think more about organ donation.
We're in a funny time economically in that the private sector seems to be coming out of recession, but the public sector are in the teeth of a hurricane.
Yeah.
How is that a challenge for you and fundraising?
Well, next year is Sweden. I go to Sweden in June. I should be racking my brains, I think, of anything to raise money to get me there, but I'm also keen to do any challenges as well there. So if anyone's got any ideas for me to raise money, or for me to just do a challenge, I'll be quite up for that. I'm sort of in the zone for doing something exciting challenge wise.
Got a few other things.